Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. As we'll see Kenny Pickett and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jalen Hurts and the Minnesota Vikings.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Britton Covey going to bring it out. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the... And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Pickett lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll go again to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. We get a peek here at this past draft class for them. And, the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew.
And, Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan. And they find a way to stick to it on draft day despite the chaos. They want to land some of the biggest names on their board. And in the end, this group, they came together, found people that really fit their team's identity, and selected them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Gaskin is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tip Ryman taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Hurts to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Williams being motioned left. Hurts sets up to throw it. He lets one go deep for Addison. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21-0 our score after 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers. Get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Counter play. Here's Chandler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tip Ryman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone with no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Second and 7. from the shotgun, a give to Jones. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
An inside give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 5. Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Open man is Waddle, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets in.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to him on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Here now, 2nd and 4. Waddle the motion man right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Williams, the man in motion left. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Gaskin. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, Gaskin. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for... Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd and 4. Here's Chandler. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They run it with Chandler. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the 1st-round pick, Xavier Worthy. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now Philadelphia. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's McCarthy. That's caught right side by Worthy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Again, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Gaskin. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Vikings continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime. start out here with a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. An audible here to get a new look. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Philadelphia's offense ready to... Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.